Lewis Hamilton. Sir Lewis Hamilton. Possibly the greatest Formula 1 driver the world has ever seen. This man has won a record 7 world championships, won 95 races, achieved 98 pole positions, and scored 53 fastest laps in his 14-year-long F1 career. In the past 4 years, he has been almost unrivaled at the top of the grid, and with new rules set to come into play at the start of 2022, it doesn't look like that domination is going to come to an end anytime next season. Or is it? Currently boasting a $40 million wage and reportedly demanding a 4-year contract worth $200 million at Mercedes, and with the likes of George Russell nipping at his heels, eager for that seat, the question is clear: is Lewis Hamilton's time at Mercedes about to come to an end? Lewis Hamilton, statistically the best ever F1 driver, surely won't be out of a seat for the upcoming season, right? I mean, winning the 2020 season by an astonishing 124 points is no easy feat. Despite being in the same car, Valtteri Bottas only managed 223 points, and Hamilton competed in one less race. Despite this, Bottas has a contract for next season, and Hamilton doesn't. And let's be clear here, Mercedes does want the best drivers for their team, and despite Bottas never really challenging Hamilton, he's consistently right behind him and keeps the second Mercedes car at the top of the grid. He still came second in the Drivers' Championship and made sure Mercedes won their 7th consecutive Constructors Championship. Bottas is the perfect number 2 driver, could never replace Hamilton, but a perfect number 2. Mercedes doesn't want 2 top drivers like in 2016, a pairing that could lead to fierce rivalries within the team. They want a clear number 1 and a clear number 2. With Hamilton getting older every season, the question grows ever larger. How long does Hamilton have left in F1? And indeed, at Mercedes? It's clear the top drivers can stay in the sport a long time. Kimi Raikkonen is about to end his 19th F1 season at the age of 41. Let's hope Sir Lewis doesn't last that long. With the new rule changes coming into play next year, it seems that the likes of Kimi Raikkonen will retire come season's end, before the next era begins. And that could be the case for Hamilton. The 36-year-old has made it clear he wants to stay in the sport and stay at Mercedes into the new era, reportedly asking for a contract worth $200 million and spanning for another 4 seasons. An offer that was blocked by Mercedes. Mercedes don't want to take a 4-year risk with Hamilton. Plus, Franz Tost wants drivers' pay to be included in the 2022 budget cuts, although Hamilton clearly disagrees.
Who's that?
However, although Hamilton's talent is clear and this consistency is what has won him so many titles, Sakir 2020 showed us all that no one is irreplaceable in F1. When Lewis Hamilton got COVID-19 towards the end of the 2020 season, the question was posed as to who would replace him for the upcoming race. Mercedes wanted to test their future star George Russell in their latest car to see how he would perform at the best team on the grid. And to say he was impressive was an understatement. He outperformed his teammate Bottas and would have won the race if it wasn't for both a Mercedes blunder and a puncher late in the race. Nevertheless, George made it clear he was Mercedes caliber and that he was indeed a replacement for Sir Lewis. So with Lewis's growing age, high wage demands, and the fact that he can be replaced at Mercedes, makes it seem as though he could be replaced in the near future. The contract should be agreed upon by late February, and it won't be until then that we'll see what's actually going to happen. But for now, it seems as though time is up for Lewis Hamilton.